Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another episode of Witty Bars. And in today's video, what I want to do is really talk about Nome 11. So I have my computer right in front of me. I have the card pulled up, and I want to just go through the battles one at a time and talk about my thoughts, my opinions. This is fresh, no scripts, no notes, just literally in real time about to talk about this. So let me just make this card a little bit bigger. All right, cool. So first and foremost, the first thing that I'm thinking when I'm looking at this card right off the bat is a lot of the battles on here look kind of random. There's nothing on here that I would really want to see, except for T Rex versus Easy to Block Captain. I feel like that makes the most sense. Number one, because T Rex hasn't been, I haven't seen a T Rex battle in forever. Like I don't even know where this guy has been, and then really that's it. But I'm gonna go through the whole. Oh, and T Top and Swamp. That made a lot of sense to me as well. So I'm gonna go through the whole card, starting from the bottom all the way to the top. So at the bottom we have Loso versus Jerry West. So right off the bat, I don't know how this battle is gonna be. Like I've been watching both of these guys for some time. Um, Especially during the time when everybody was like saying when Jerry West made that video, or not that video, that verse. I forgot who he was battling, but he was complaining about being like mid tier, and he wanted to battle some of the top tiers because he was saying that he felt like his pen was good enough for him to keep up with the top tiers. But personally, I never thought Jerry West was that crazy. I think he was consistent. Like I never really seen him choke like that, and I think he had like this like this like swag about him a little bit, but it wasn't like he's not a star to me. Like I don't see him as like a star. Um, and I don't, and the reason why is because I don't think his bars are that great. Like to be honest, when I'm looking at people, I'm judging based off of bars, and he to me seems more like a performance type of dude who has a lot of performance, and he knows how to deliver his bars and stuff like that. But the stuff that he be saying don't really be the craziest. Looking at Loso, I think Loso is especially after watching what he just did to Vixen. I mean, yo, like Loso is crazy. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I honestly used to think that Loso was overrated, overhyped. But and maybe he was at some point, but it just seems like throughout the years he's just been getting better and better and better. And when you look at that Vixen card, or that battle, like he said against Jay Black, against Smack White, like that was fire to me. That line alone showed me where he could go with it. Now I know a lot of people are gonna say that he just came off of a L from chess because majority the popular consent or the general consensus is that he lost versus chess. um Honestly, I watched that battle and I don't know who won. Honestly, I felt like it was a very close battle. I feel like there's a lot of things that I need to go back and do my due diligence on, and just keep watching it over and over again, deciphering the lines a little bit more, because I do think a lot of the lines that they were talking about was going over my head. But if I had to, I don't know. Like I said again, I know a lot of people got chess winning that battle. I feel like it was a fire battle. I don't think I have a clear winner in that battle. I think both people did great, and I'm looking forward to seeing what both of them are going to be able to do in their next battles. I don't know what Chess's next battle is, but we know Loso got Jerry West, and I honestly think if I'm predicting, and if I had to bet $100,000 on one of these people to win, I'm definitely betting my money on Loso. I just think Loso has better bars than Jerry West. I never seen Loso like really stumble too crazy. Um so yeah, I got Jerry West in this first predictions. Now this, who knows, like battle rap is crazy. Anything could happen when we rewatch it, and when it actually comes out, and we rewind, find is more to find. I might find that Jerry West won. But in terms of looking at his past battles and looking at Loso's past battles, if I have to judge, especially if Loso can come like what he did with Vixen again, I think that's the craziest. That's gonna be, even like the delivery and how he was setting it up. So yeah, I personally got Loso on that. T Top and Swamp, yo, what's crazy is like when T Top was first coming up, right? A lot of people were saying T Top was fire, T Top was nice. He won a couple of tournaments, and one of the things I never understood, like for example, when T Top battled Chess, I felt like Chess won that battle. I think majority of people think Chess won that battle. The only reason why the judges gave it to him was because he slipped up, which that's a Chess problem, right? Um, but to be honest, like in the beginning, I thought T Top was nice. Like I did like him, but I just felt like he wasn't a battle rapper. Like none of his bars were aimed at his opponent. And now as T Top has been, getting better and getting more seasoned, I think he's getting better at, a lot of people are saying that he's an angle god. Like a lot of people are saying that, you know, it's T Top, it's Mook, and then it's T Top. Like a lot of people put him up there with Mook in terms of angles. Actually, a lot of people say that he's better than Mook with angles. I don't know. I think Swamp is a little overrated. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. Like I've been watching Swamp for a little bit, and I don't see what the hype is around Swamp. Like a lot of the things that Swamp says is not that fire to me. It's just the accent and the way he delivers it. Right? Like he had this one bar that he had against Your Honor. I think he said, "I'm gonna send Your Honor to God." That was fire. And he had another bar. I'm trying to remember. He said, "Smack him, smack white. Let's get it popping," or something like that. I think that was crazy, but overall, he don't. To me, he doesn't really say a lot of stuff like that. Like a lot of the stuff that he be saying is filler. So if I have to pick a winner before watching this battle, if I had to bet 100 racks on it, I'm betting my money on T Top because I do think T Top is a better rapper. I do think T Top has a better flow. I can understand T Top better. I just like T Top better. And T Top is consistent. I mean, they're both consistent because I've never seen Swamp choke. But yeah, I don't see Swamp beating T Top at all. I know he's been calling out T Top for a minute, but I think he just been calling him out for his own death. To be honest, I think he's gonna die. Um, I know people are gonna be like, "Well, he beat Twerk, yeah," but Twerk really beat himself because Twerk choked. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not a big fan of Swamp, even though I respect what he does and I respect what he brings to the culture. Because at the end of the day, to compete on this high level of battle rap, you definitely gotta. It's nerve wracking. I've never competed in an actual like real like smack URL event type battle, but I've been in battles before. I won a prize in 2019 of $500 in a battle, and I smoked the dude's boots. But even during that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's different. Like when you're preparing and then you're actually going to rap and you have to utilize everything that you just practiced against that person. It's like even though you have your lyrics memorized and all that, it's still the element of surprise. Like you don't know how the crowd is gonna react. You don't know what people are gonna say. Everybody's against you. Like you might be I was the underdog. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I don't know. I do respect the craftsmanship and what he puts into the sport. I don't want to make it seem like I don't. I just don't think that he's gonna win against T Top. They got Mike P and Luke Castro. So with Mike P, I feel similar about like Jerry West. Like I don't know, man. Like Mike P he been here for a while, right? I think what really, really got Mike P hot and what really got him like noticed in the industry was that Street Fighter bar. That Hadouken, right? That was fire. But it wasn't fire because it was a fire punchline. It was fire because the voice that he did and the way that he reenacted how Ryu sounds, and that's what made it fire, right? But overall, I don't know. Like I don't know what people like. I think he's consistent. He is when it comes to like rhyming and syllables and all that stuff. Like he can do that. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Like his punches to me don't really be too crazy. Even when you look at his last battle that he just had, what's the last battle he just had? He had a battle with oh man, what was his last battle? It was Mike P versus. They were saying that they're similar. I just saw his last battle. I can't remember it off the top of my head right now. It was Mike P. You know what? I'm about to Google this. Mike P. 2021. Real Sick. Yeah, his battle with Real Sick. Yo, Real Sick is fire. And I feel like Real Sick won that. And if you think Real Sick lost, you're crazy. I think Real Sick has. This is what I want to see more from these battle rappers who rap fast and rhyme all these syllables and spiritual miracles in your front swimming pool, whatever. Right? I want to see substance. Because, like, Real Sick does that, but he has substance. He has metaphors. It's layered. You know, I move with the subconscious. And even at the back of his head. Like, what? That bar was crazy. I might rap to the feds. I move with the subconscious. And aiming at the back of his head or something like that was crazy to me. But yeah, back to Mike P versus Lou Castro. But I also think Lou Castro is not that crazy. Like, I've watched Lou Castro a bunch of times. I think his best performance was his performance that he just had with K-Shine in the 2-on-2. But overall, I think if I had to pick between these two people, Mike P is definitely going to take it because Mike P is more well-rounded. I think Mike P has been around for longer. Mike P is just better. Like, Lou Castro definitely has some he has some, like, things about him that makes him unique. I can't lie about that, but I got Mike P. Yo, now JC versus Fonz. I feel like this battle, like, there's a lot of stuff. Sometimes when I'm listening to JC and people say that, like, he has the best, like, he could beat Lux and he has the best pen in the world and all this stuff. Personally, I've never heard JC say something that to me sounds better than Lux ever. I think JC is nice, but to me, he's not, like, he's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think JC is gonna beat Fonz. I think Fonz is good. I don't know how Fonz won that tournament, to be honest. Everybody said he was wigging, not to me. I don't think Fonz was. You know, I forgot who was in that tournament, but personally, I think JC is gonna beat Fonz. But I don't know. I don't think JC when you compare him to the legends, you know what I'm saying? Like, he is. You know, people could arguably say that JC is a legend, and people could say that his stock is so low because he just battles and battles on top of that. Like, he battles anyone, right? But I don't know, man. Like, this, I feel like JC is just more seasoned. He's never stumbled. He never choked. I never heard him do any of that. But at the same time, I'm not a fan of this battle. To be honest, it feels random. Like, it came out of nowhere. It looks like what Smack is trying to do is prioritize bars over names like he did a couple of years ago. But I wish he would have had that on that type of card. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't know. Like, I got JC though. Wait, am I bugging? Danny Myers versus Real Sick. Did that not happen already? Danny Myers. I'm probably bugging because I think I could have sworn. Yo, hold on. I could have sworn that. All right, I guess it didn't happen. I could have sworn that happened already. I think this is gonna be a crazy battle though. To be honest, they both got crazy energy. They both can rap. I think Danny Myers is nice. I think people underrate Danny Myers like crazy. I don't know why. Like, he be wildin'. Like, he got everything. He has stage presence. He has performance. He has vocal projection. He has wittiness. He has everything that you would need to be a rapper. He can rhyme really well. I think Danny Myers is fire. I always thought he was fire. I always thought Danny Myers was nice, to be honest. And I think Real Sick is one of them upcoming stars. Like, I honestly think Real Sick is a star. Like, and I think we need to see him a little bit more often because we don't see him that much. But I think he's a star personally. If I had to pick between these people, I don't know. This is a hard battle for me to pick because I think Real Sick. I feel like Danny Myers is really strategic with his approach whenever he's battling anyone. But I think Real Sick is just, I don't know, man. I just think Real Sick is like, he He has the delivery, he has the bars, he has the flow, he has the switch up. I think he could freestyle as well. So I think that's gonna be a good battle. I'm not gonna have a winner right now. You know what? I'm not gonna do that to you. If I absolutely had to pick someone, I'm gonna go with. Damn, this is hard. If I absolutely had to pick someone to win this battle, I'm going with. I'm gonna go with Danny, man. I'm gonna go with Danny just because he has more experience than Real Sick, and I ain't seen Real Sick consistently get on that level of when he said, "I walk with the subconscious and aiming at the back of your head." I do feel like he can say other things like that. He has said stuff like that, but it hasn't been back to back to back to back to back. So I don't know. This is a hard one, man. But I'm gonna go with Danny Myers because he's more experienced. So I'm gonna go with Danny Myers. B Dot versus DNA. B Dot is fire. I feel like what B Dot did to Holmesy the God like made me a real believer. Because I think Holmesy is nice. I do think Holmesy has his times where he's like amazing, and then he has his times where he's not amazing. Like he's just okay. But I think when he's amazing, he's a star, in my opinion. I think he's nice, fire. But anyways, B Dot and DNA. DNA is crazy, man. Like DNA got the flow. He has punchlines. He knows how to switch it up. He can freestyle on you. He can rebuttal some of the stuff that B Dot might say. I think B Dot might have an angle about um DNA because DNA said that he's gonna move away from talking about guns because he feels like he doesn't have to talk about that anymore. He said that in one of his last battles, and I feel like B Dot is probably gonna try to come with an angle of like, bro, you should have been yourself from the beginning. Why did you let these people, convince you and make you something that you're not? Because B Dot is known for talking to people. So if I had to pick a winner in this battle, I feel like whenever you sleep on DNA and whenever he's an underdog, because I feel like DNA is probably the underdog in this battle. I think people expect B Dot to rap better than DNA. But one of the things that I've always consistently noticed throughout my time of watching DNA is every time you think he's going to lose, every single time he shows up. Like, look at what he did with Ill Will. That was crazy. That was the best DNA I ever saw, in my opinion. Like, look at what he did with Disaster, right? Like, I feel like that was a classic battle, Disaster versus DNA, that nobody really gives credit to. I feel like that was a classic battle. But if I had to pick someone, I'm gonna go with DNA. I know B Dot got the pen. He could rap. He could do all this stuff, but he can't freestyle. You know what I'm saying? DNA is more seasoned. DNA is strategic. I got DNA in this battle. Av versus Jada Nightwing. Av gonna get Jada Nightwing out of here. I don't know. Like, Jada Nightwing is nice. I like his vocal projection. I like how he sounds. I like how everything sounds layered. It's crafted. It sounds good. But why would y'all ever think that Jada Nightwing could go with Av? Like, Av is a crazy puncher. What? Av is gonna get Jada Nightwing out of here, and I think Av is gonna kill some of the hype for Jada Nightwing. Like, if I was Jada Nightwing, like, from a strategic standpoint, I'm not ducking nobody, but I wouldn't have taken Av right now. Like, bruh, like, what? Av is gonna smoke Jada Nightwing. It's not even gonna be close. Like, people be like, I feel like there's a lot of gas around Jay. I think Jay is nice, but it's a lot of gas. It's a lot of gas. It's a lot of gas, bro. Like, a lot. And Av, like, you saw what, bro, what? You saw what Av did to Chess? And Chess will smoke Jada Nightwing. It wouldn't even be close. Y'all gonna put, why y'all disrespecting Av like that? Because I truly feel that's disrespect. Truly feel that's disrespect. Nobody, like what? Man, Av is getting him out of here. And yo, like, it's gonna be clear. Then you got T-Rex versus Easy to Block Captain. Yo, Easy to Block Captain has been on a tear. He's been going through everyone. I think Easy to Block Captain is nice. I thought Easy to Block Captain was nice before everybody started getting around the hype. In fact, the way that I found out about Easy to Block Captain was from his YouTube channel of him breaking down lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Because that's been missing from the culture for a little bit. A lot of people have not been breaking down lyrics like before. We used to have this dude. I forgot this guy's name. But it was this guy. I forgot his name, but he used to break down lyrics, and I used to love that. I used to love watching that. A lot of people don't really do that no more. Easy to Block Captain started doing that, and I didn't even know he was a rapper. I thought he was a blogger. You know what I'm saying? And then I saw him rapping, and then when I saw him rapping, I was like, yo, he nice. Like, he had that line against Swag 10, and he was like, ain't nobody. He said something like, um, he said nobody on the corner got swagger like us, but he had like a whole setup before that. It was crazy. That was a crazy line. I think that was the craziest line I ever heard him say. But T-Rex, man, like if T-Rex come in and he's not playing, if we get that big T-Rex, I don't know, it could be a close battle. But I'm gonna be honest, because T-Rex is always playing around, he never taking stuff serious. I'm gonna have to give it. I'm gonna go with Easy on this one because I genuinely like Easy better than T-Rex, to be honest. Like, I respect Rex. Rex used to be one of my favorites coming like growing up. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's like he don't really care about the craft like that no more. That's kind of what it feels like. I might be wrong, but that's what it feels like. It feel like it's just a bag for him. So I don't know, but like I think his music is fire. Like I just did a reaction. If you ain't see that reaction video that I just did to him and Murder Mook's God Tier remix, go check it out. Like I really think that he said tell Easy to Block, these ain't easy to block. Call murder, make it a murder. Will easy to block. That was crazy to me. If he come with something like that, yeah, Easy's out of here. Because Easy has the same issue as what I feel T-Top had when he first started. And I'm pretty sure, I'm about to Google this actually. Easy to Block Captain versus T-Top. I feel like, yeah, they did battle. I feel like I saw this battle. I just don't remember. I don't remember it. But I feel like from what I remember, but anyways, that's for another video. I think if Easy doesn't come direct with his lines and he's not talking to Rex and he's just talking about all this other stuff, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know, like because Rex is gonna come direct and Rex is a vet, and it's not like Easy to Block Captain is new. He's been doing this for a minute as well, but he was just locked up, right? So he been out of it for a long time, but I think Easy is nice. If Easy come with the stuff if we get a this is what I want to see. I want to see a big T-Rex, and I want to see a Swag 10 Easy to Block Captain. That's what I want to see. And to me, that'll be a classic battle. And I know that term is thrown around very it should be thrown around lightly nowadays, but just giving my opinion. Tay-Rock versus Chilla Jones. This is a weird battle. Like, I don't know who wanted to see this. It's a matchup that hasn't happened, so I guess whatever. I think Chilla Jones is a better rapper than Tay-Rock, but I think Tay-Rock is more exciting to watch. Because this is going to be in a small room, I'm going to give it to Chilla. I ain't even going to elaborate on this battle too much because I don't want to see this. I don't know what Smack was thinking. Like, yo, Smack, like, let me holler at you for a second. You could have did Cassidy versus Conceited. That would have been fire. That would have been fire. You could have did Daylight versus Lux. That would have been crazy. But Daylight and Lux said that they want to do, their own thing or whatever. But I'm sure you could have negotiated something to where you could have got that. What would have been another battle? I think another fire battle would be Surf and Cortez. Even though Surf has been tripping, I'm gonna talk about that in another video. Cause Surf used to be one of my favorites, but his arrogance is starting to lose me. But I think Surf and Cortez would have been fire. I think. Let's see who else. There's just so many battles that just could have been done. You could have probably got Method Man back. He already came back on Math's channel. Of course, he would probably come back on URL. You know what I'm saying? So that's something I would have probably liked to see. A Math, I mean not Math. What you call it? Method Man battle. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, that's really it. That's all I have to say about this card, man. I can't wait for it to come out so I can actually recap it and kind of go through what I think and talk about it more. But so far, that's my thoughts. So thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next video. Peace.